So boy, oh boy, oh boy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. When it came to Grand Theft Auto 6, when I saw the news that was coming up, they were like, "Oh man, the CEOs are doubling down, tripling down, saying that Grand Theft Auto is gonna come out in 2025." I shouldn't have taken the bait. I did take the bait. I was like, "Oh man, there's a little bit of hope that this game is gonna come out this year." Nope, nope, nope. I shouldn't have fell for it. The biggest news of today is that GTA 6 got delayed until 2026. We actually have a month and a day now. Actually have a month and a day. So that's at least, and in another perspective, you could consider that as a win because we did not have a date at all. We just had a potential year, but now we have at least for now, because I'm not going to fall for it anymore. I'm not going to fall for it anymore. But at least for now, we have a month and we have a day of when Grand Theft Auto 6 is supposed to come out. So Rockstar Games has delayed GTA 6 until May 26th, 2026. Okay, not this year, but next year in May. So Rockstar actually put out a post, but Rockstar is very, very, tight-lipped on pretty much anything. So, let me read the actual official statement from Rockstar. It said Grand Theft Auto 6 is now coming out May 26, 2026. They started with saying, "Hi, everyone. GTA 6 is now set to release on May 26, 2026. We are very sorry that this is later than you expected. The interest and excitement surrounding the new Grand Theft Auto has been truly humbling for our entire team. We want to thank you for your support and your patience as we work to finish the game. With every game we have released, the goal has always been to try and exceed your expectations, and Grand Theft Auto 6 is no exception. We hope you understand that we need this extra time to deliver at the level of quality you expect and deserve. We look forward to sharing more information with you soon. Sincerely, Rockstar Games." So for me, I'm just like you said, Jericho, like 2025 has been a banker so far. There are a lot of games that are out, and we're just in May. Like May just started. We have Doom on the way. We have Elden Ring, Night Rain on the way. So we got some bangers coming this month. It's a lot. I still have not even got to South of Midnight. I don't know if I'm going to get to that before I beat Expedition 33. I'm trying to get through. We're going to play a little bit more of that tonight, but I still haven't beat Kazan. I know that TBH is playing Kazan right now, and then after Kazan, I'm assuming he will move on to Expedition 33. But it's a lot, man. It's a lot to play and not enough time. It's ridiculous. So, I don't care. I think that this is a good thing because now we can save all that hype until next year and we can fully focus on the games that are coming out this year. So as we know, we have like toward the end of the year, we have Ghost of Yotei coming out. So it's a lot of things. We still have some other games that are unannounced as well. So it's a lot of things. 2025 is really shaping up to be a great year for video games. So I don't care. For me, I could care less. And to a lot of people, Rockstar could do no wrong. Like, we talked about before, people are willing to play over $100 for this game because they're just so excited. So I'm not one of those people who wants to pay $100, and two is super excited for this game and really doesn't want to play anything else. I have a ton of stuff to play. A ton of Liza P DLC. I have a ton of stuff to play. So with that being said, man, this is a blessing for me. A blessing for me. So if anybody disappointed, then it is what it is. But for me, we're drowning in games right now, drowning in good games, drowning in quality games right now. So, hey, it is what it is. Are you saying Mods on the World still got you in the choco? Man, I mean, Wilds, yeah, still got you choco. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, Rockstar, hey, do your thing. Do your thing. If it gets delayed again, it is what it is. But we don't know what's truly going to come out in 2026. But I'm assuming it's probably going to be another good year. We still have a lot of games that are unannounced right now. So I'm assuming either those are going to be at the latter half of 2025 or they're going to start going into the 2026 year. So we'll see. But that's the news right now. So, hey, it is what it is. More news. Man, I like I said, I don't like to be right when it comes to things like this. But I called it when we were talking about Nintendo and them charging $80 for video games and this whole tariff situation. So like I said, when one company does something, then another company, whether it's digital or physical, they're going to be like, hey, let's go ahead and do that too. Just because as a consumer, you don't know any better. And you're just going to be like, oh, well, I may be a little bit upset, but I don't know truly why you're raising the prices. But we all know it's either because if they're going to blame it on tariffs, they're going to be like, oh, the parts cost more to get in, so we're going to just pass those costs to you. But I thought that's what tariffs was supposed to do. I thought tariffs was supposed to be, the company just eats that cost. Nope. Getting transferred to the consumer. So Microsoft is also joining the whole party, and they will be raising the prices for all of their consoles, accessories, and games. So everything. I'm assuming at one point, because they already did raise the price of Game Pass, they're probably going to end up doing that again soon, either by the end of this year or the start of next year. So don't be surprised if that goes up as well. But all the physical stuff, Xbox Series consoles, accessories, including controllers and video games, are going up. So I want to see that same energy. I also want to see some apologies. Again, I don't like to be right about these things, but I knew it was going to happen. I think the worst thing about this, okay, let's just say Microsoft said we're raising the prices of all games. I would have been like, all right, man, I'm not, again, I'm not surprised, but I'm like, I knew it was going to happen, right? But the fact that Microsoft has the audacity to raise the prices of their consoles too, these consoles are old. Y'all, these consoles are old. You have the nerve to raise the prices of the Xbox Series S and X? Really? And controllers and accessories? I keep telling y'all, man. Like, I feel sorry for the console player. Like any person who plays consoles and y'all don't own an Xbox. Like, if this is the main thing that you play, if you're an Xbox guy, if you're a Microsoft guy, and you don't have a console yet, and then it was like, oh, we're raising the prices. $100, by the way, or almost $100 for a lot of these. Let's go ahead and read. So this is globally, by the way. So now here are the new prices for the Xbox Series consoles. The Xbox Series S 512 gigabytes increased to $379. Original price was $299. Okay, so that's almost $100. It's $80 on that one, right? $80. Xbox Series S 1 terabyte increased to $429 from $349. The X digital got increased to $549. Original price is $449, so $450. So it went from $450 to $550. That's $100. Xbox Series X, just a regular one with the disc, got increased to $599. So it's $600. It was $500. Wow, man. Wow. But y'all going to continue to run with this narrative that PC gaming is expensive. PC gaming is expensive. Oh, no. But now with the tariffs, because, it was what they're going to continue to blame it on. Now with the tariffs, now all of these consoles are raised $100. Like, that's wild. And the Xbox Series X 2 terabyte got increased to $729. The original price was $599. So that's $130. $130 more for this 2 terabyte Galaxy Special Edition. The X now costs more than a PS5 Pro. Yes, insane. And don't be surprised, Sony is going to follow up. Sony at some point is going to follow up. I think we already talked about them raising the prices over there in the UK. It's going to increase with them too. You don't think Sony is low. We're talking about Microsoft right now, but Sony gonna be next up. Do not be surprised, people. We're already talking about the broke-ass PS4 folks who just refuse to buy PS5. They better get one now, because that's gonna go up too. That's gonna go up too. Xbox accessories, a wireless controller. The core one is $64.99. The color one $69.99 now. A wireless controller, special edition, now $79.99. It's the same price as a video game. So they just made it in line now. So you have to buy, imagine you don't have a controller. You got to buy a game, which is going to be, it was going to be $79.99. Then you want a wireless controller. You don't want you don't want a wired controller. You want a wireless one. You're paying $160. $160 now. A wireless controller limited edition got increased to $89.99, so now $90. It was originally $80. An elite controller got raised $10. It was $140, now it's $150. The Series 2, the full one, got increased to $200. So a $20 increase. It was $180. A headset, $64.99 now. A wireless headset got increased to $120. It was originally $110, so $10 increase. Man, it like this stuff just sounds crazy, man. It sounds crazy, but I knew it was going to happen, and it's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate that we have these ridiculous price increases. Like the accessories, okay, you know, we doing $10, $20 increases, but I think what really just got me is a console, especially the Xbox Series X. Like, really, you really jump these boys up another $100. It's the same console. Yeah, I'm not paying $100 more for something that I was originally getting for $450 and $499. No, I don't need one anyways because I have a PC. But I think now, especially if you only play Xbox and you don't have a PS5, you don't have a Switch, you don't have a PC, I would highly recommend it. Y'all need to start looking at PC. Y'all need to start doing it yesterday because, like I said, those prices are going to go up too for those individual parts. You just need to get you a PC. Like, just cut the bull. Just get a PC because this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So there you have it, man. There you have it. Console gaming. I mean, we've been talking about it because not only you have to buy the console, but you buy the accessories. You also have to get your subscription, your membership in order to even play online with your friends. So when you add all of that up, you know, it still costs us on the PC. You don't have to get an extra subscription in order to play on Steam. I can guarantee you that if Steam ever tried to pull any sort of crap like that, which they know they're not going to, but if Steam or anybody else, if EA try, I know the EA has their own subscription service, Uplay has their own subscription service, but if they required you to get one in order to play online, I guarantee you 110% the PC community will riot. We're not going to have it. So like I said, I don't think it's going to happen, but right now, you know, as it stands today, we don't have to pay in order to play online with your friends or really do anything online, access any online features. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind if you're still on the fence. All right. Next, excuse me. Polygon has been sold. Polygon had been sold with massive layoffs hitting the outlet. So this is very unfortunate. I know we've been talking about this before, especially in 2024, but the world of traditional media, I know that traditional media has definitely shifted a lot, especially since I was growing up back in my day, because you know we were doing print back then, you know, magazines and stuff, and then with the rise of the internet, then a lot of these companies moved from print, physical to digital. So you know they moved online, started doing articles on the internet, having their own websites, and then eventually having their own social medias on YouTube, Twitter, you know, all the other social media. So but now we're just seeing all of these outlets, especially video game centric traditional media outlets, are getting bought out or just not being able to sustain anymore, you know, like Game Informer, even though they're trying to make a comeback. They're trying to make a comeback, but even Game Informer, you know, when they went down, like, very sad, you know, to see like my childhood and the outlets that I used to love and respect back in the day are all going away. I think that, and I said it before when we talked about Game Informer, I think that there is still a need for traditional media. I think there is definitely still a need for traditional media because, you know, even though, you know, like Game Illuminati, for example, you know, we've been prevalent for a while and, you know, we're independent media, but I still think that there are some things that, again, we don't have access to. You know, we still have to read the articles from and get the news from traditional, you know, website, because I don't have the ends. I don't have contacts with all of these game companies and all of the industry insiders, but these traditional media outlets do. You know, they get to interview a lot of these game devs. They get the early access to a lot of these things. Now, I'm not saying that independent media doesn't, because they do, but not everyone does, and a lot of people just be yapping. Again, a lot of people just be yapping, they be speculating, and a lot of people just be spreading misinformation. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people just be spreading misinformation, and it definitely muddies the waters. It muddies the waters a lot. So again, I think there is still a need for traditional media because, you know, like it or not, they can be trusted a lot more than just some random dude on the internet just saying whatever opinion that they feel like at the time. So I think there does need to be a balance between traditional media and independent media. So it is sad to see that a lot of these companies that have been around for a while are getting bought out or just shutting down. So to read this article here, Polygon, an outlet that has been around since 2012. I felt like they've been around longer, but I guess not. They've been purchased, and many of the staff have been let go in a wave of layoffs. First reported by Kotaku, Polygon has been sold by Vox Media to Valnet. So who is Valnet? Valnet is the same parent company of other outlets such as The Gamer and Game Rant. Okay, so like a lot of these companies are just consolidating too, which is just strange to me. I don't get it. Shortly after the report went live, many staff members of Polygon took to social media to announce they were no longer with the company. Yeah, because when you do this, when you acquire uh, companies like this, then a lot of the current jobs of the company that you acquire becomes redundant. And so that's how you have these layoffs. It's just, again, just very unfortunate. So this says, I'll say more later, but I no longer have a job. Senior reporter Nicole Carpenter said, I'm looking for work, as are so many of my amazing colleagues. I have lots of ideas and things I'd like to write. I'm really in shock. Also let go from the outlet was co-founder, editor-in-chief Chris Plant or Planty. I'm no longer with the company. I'm no longer with Polygon. He wrote, if you're hiring, please consider the many talented writers and editors now on the market. The article continues to say it's currently unknown exactly how many people were let go as part of the layoffs. New owner Valnet has yet to put out any sort of public statement regarding the acquisition or the decision to let go a number of staff. While the news is settling in for many, it's important to note that while we may be competing outlets, these are still colleagues and in some cases friends that are being impacted by what has happened today. Yeah, that's another thing. Like a lot of people be thinking that like these news outlets be beefing. They really don't. Like a lot of them do be friends. So you do have to keep that in mind. We wish them nothing but the best and hope that every single one of them let go. Every single one of those let go land on their feet soon enough. So it is unfortunate, man. Just more layoffs, more layoffs. Speaking of layoffs, we have more Apex news. You know, last time we talked about EA having more layoffs with Respawn. So now more news came out that the Apex Legends writer got laid off the same day that her character was announced. What a crappy way to get let go. It's like, oh man, you're sitting there, you're proud, you made this whole character, y'all just announce it, and then bam, you lose your job. Very, very sad. So this article reads, once a former Respawn entertainment writer working on Apex Legends, Heather Woodward, took the blue sky to reveal that she was sent a promo email by EA for the very character she wrote before being let go. So very, very sad. The news somehow gets worse as one of her former staff members have revealed in an ironic tale. So Heather Woodward's LinkedIn profile says she's a former narrative writer for Apex Legends at Respawn. The emphasis, unfortunately, is on the former. Her recent work was writing and developing a new character for Sparrow. So this is the Star Edition for Apex Legends Season 25 Prodigy. Wow, man, that's so insane that Apex Legends is on Season 25. That just like sounds absolutely insane to me. Y'all remember we were playing Apex like every day? Like, what happened to that game, man? But they're in Season 25. I think last time we talked about this, somebody said Beezy is single-handedly keeping Apex alive. This man just cannot get away from Apex Legends. Like, Ethos is so right. Like, certain people, when you invest so much time into a video game, it's almost impossible to let it go. There could be a million other games out. You still feel an obligation to play that game. And that's unfortunately where Beezy is and some other people who are still playing this game. I can't fault them, but I'm not on that type of time. I can't do that. So to continue on here, in a bizarre twist of events, Woodward revealed to Blue Sky followers in an email that she received within 24 hours of her unexpected dismissal. It's a general marketing email from EA showing her the new trailer. That's insane. You get fired, and then you get the email about the new character that came out. I mean, it's objectively pretty funny to get a promo email for the character I wrote the day I'm let go. It's quite an incredible event, all things considered, and ultimately adds to the backlash Respawn and EA are facing over the newest round of industry layoffs. So yeah, just crazy, man, crazy. Other news, and this one is very interesting, which I need to technically get back on TikTok and start trying to stream over there again. But TikTok, apparently by the numbers, has Twitch Beats now as a streaming platform. Can y'all believe it? It has Twitch Beats. So there is a new king of streaming, technically. Let's read more into this. Let's see what these numbers are looking like. The battle to be the best streaming platform is a never-ending one, and a recent report published by Stream Charts shows that Twitch is now losing the fight. It is revealed that in Q1 of this year, TikTok Live skyrocketed, almost doubling Twitch's market share in terms of hours watched. Wow. Now, keep in mind, again, TikTok is a plethora of a lot of things. You can pretty much find a stream for everything, but a lot of those streams are somebody selling stuff, or I don't know if they're still doing the NPCs. Are they still doing the NPCs? I don't know if anybody watches live streams on TikTok, but like, are they still doing the NPC stuff? Like, is Pinky still running stuff over there, or NPC Miles? I don't know what's going on. I don't know if people still doing that, but that was a trend then, and yeah, I could imagine people watching those streams for a very long time. People are really good over there keeping people engaged, but obviously it's not just gaming, because I feel like gaming is a very small subset of the live streams over there. But just overall, because again, Twitch, you could pretty much do anything on Twitch too. So it's very interesting though that the hours watched doubled what Twitch got in Q1. Wow. It said it must be stressed right out of the gate that TikTok has more users than Twitch by far. Also true. And the platform discoverability mechanics are superior. Also true. Even still, TikTok Live was able to secure 27% of all stream hours watched in Q1, while Twitch managed to scrounge up a measly 16.3%. So 27% of all stream hours compared to 16.3. Wow. Twitch sits in third place behind YouTube and TikTok in the wider streaming market. Wow. So Twitch is actually not only second, but your third. YouTube and TikTok have it beat right now. So that's just insane, man. Just to see like the king now no longer sitting on their throne. If you're wondering where Kick is, the platform sits in fourth place with 2.9% of all watch hours. Dang. So the people who they sign, a lot of them aren't even doing exclusive streams on Kick anymore. A lot of them have moved back to Twitch. So that's even hilarious that even though some of those people who they scrounged up, who they were able to poach, ended up still moving back to Twitch at the end of the day. But they revealed that YouTube has a claim on more than 50% of its viewership, while YouTube Gaming is securing 7% of that. Twitch is still a top dog when it comes to gaming, though. Okay, all right. The Amazon-backed platform might have only secured 16.3% of the viewership base, but at 12.6% of the gaming market. Yeah, YouTube Gaming is still, and I wouldn't say it's a fail, but it's definitely, I would say YouTube, while it has pretty good algorithms and good discoverability, YouTube Gaming is just a very weird space, and it's always been a weird space. So yeah, I still feel like a lot of people can't find those YouTube gaming streams, and the only reason why you find a lot of those people is because you already follow them. Like, you already follow them for their YouTube content, so you're able to also find them whenever they go live. But other than that, man, like, it's just very hard to find like the YouTube gaming streams on there. And TikTok has 3.3% of the gaming viewership space. So yeah, like I said, gaming isn't really prominent on TikTok. People don't really like to watch. I mean, it's hard anyway. A lot of people have weird formats. It's hard to see the entire screen whenever you're playing on TikTok just because of the vertical. So I get that. I get how gaming is a little bit more difficult to watch on there and why not too many people are watching gaming streams on TikTok. TikTok begins stronger in the gaming space, but most people use it as a separate revenue stream rather than a focus. So they're seeing more esports tournaments surface on the app, but it's still seen as a platform for doom scrolling and brain rot content. Yeah, TikTok is getting better as a live streaming platform, though. They contribute massively to the staggering 29.7 billion hours watch. Wow, 29.7 billion hours. So wow, very interesting though. Very interesting how TikTok is now beat out Twitch on hours watched. Man, more people just watch your streams on TikTok. All